Welcome back to the Geelong Cricket Show, and there she goes again. The Golden Duck Award of the week goes to none other than Grovedale's opening batsman, yes, the ferret himself, Gary Kelson. Congratulations, Gary. We're looking forward to you coming in and sitting in the guest chair again, and you can explain to us how you made that round little figure called zero, or a duck. The Duck Award to Gary Kelson from Grovedale. A man who's likes to see many batsmen in the past years when he's been thundering down the winter reserve, make those ducks. Jimmy Timberlake. Jim, how long have you been playing at East Belmont?
I started there in 1987 in the under-12s, and I've played there ever since.
So 22 years of cricket
Yeah.
at the one club. I mean, that says a lot for two things. One, you as an individual and your club loyalty, and two, obviously, the club itself.
Oh, definitely. I've fell in love with the club long ago, and couldn't imagine myself playing anywhere else. And the club's been great for me. It's like a second family. And
you've enjoyed many a premiership?
I've played in 3 premierships, 2 in the firsts and 1 in the thirds many years ago when I first started playing senior cricket. So very fortunate.
You already mentioned that back injury, Jim. How far away are you from playing, or is it more an indefinite thing where it's just when the back feels right, you'll be back playing either in the 2s or maybe even pushing for a spot in the 1s for East Belmont?
Yeah, look, I had an MRI last week, and I'm catching up with a surgeon next week. So we'll have a look at it and see what he says, and I guess I'll take some direction from what he says, whether or not I need to work hard to come back, or whether he says put the cue in the rack. We'll wait and see.
And no doubt we've got some more Timberlake talent coming our way at East Belmont-wise.
Yeah, I've got a son who plays in the under-13s at the minute. He's up from the under-11s, and he loves his cricket, and he's a chip off the old block, bit of a bowler. So yeah, he loves his cricket and loves hanging around the club.
It's funny, sometimes you find that when the dad's an opening bowler, that the son tends to come out being a batsman.
It's funny how it works. I guess he's watched me that much over the years. He wouldn't have spent too much time watching me bat, so I guess he's picked up my bowling.
Jim, you've played with many champions, played with them and against them. Off the top of your head, it's always a perennial question, but let's roll a few names off the tongue.
Oh, well, guys that I've played with, Michael Dunn, absolute champion player, the best batsman we've ever had at our club. Peter Caulfield, Peter Quick, Gary Foss, Dean and Shane Wilson were both fantastic cricketers. In terms of playing against, I've played against some pretty good players. Alf Clark, Gary Kelson, who we've mentioned. I know he got a duck on the weekend, but he's put us to the sword many times over the years. So yeah, it's been good to play with and against some of the best cricketers Geelong's seen.
You also have the opportunity, Jim, to write about the GCA every week in the Geelong Independent, something, as Rollo said, we enjoy reading when it comes out every Friday. Is that a role that you enjoy taking on, and obviously putting yourself that little bit more in depth with the GCA?
Yeah, certainly. I guess I always consider myself a bit of a cricket aficionado, but having to write for the paper now makes you realise there's a lot more going on than you first realised. So it's been good to look behind the scenes a bit and see what other guys are doing instead of just focusing on our own club.
And over the 22 seasons that you've played, Jim, no doubt you've seen a lot of change, as we all have, certainly in ground conditions, and particularly since 2007 when we were officially declared drought-wise, and we had that shortened season as a result of the drought conditions. But we've come a long way, haven't we?
We certainly have. I remember that grand final very well from that season. I played in that game at Lara
against North Geelong.
Yeah, the famous the washed out grand final in the drought-broken season. So that was disappointing. But from a grounds point of view, I think the introduction by the council and the GCA of the Cooch grounds these days it makes for fantastic cricket.
It's shaping as another very tight GCA season, at least 8 or 9 clubs pushing for a spot in that top 6 from what we've seen over the first 3 or 4 weeks. Jim, what's the mood like around East Belmont at the moment? A few wins and a few losses to start the season. So how's the club found their fortunes over the first month or so of cricket? Well,
I guess over the last 5 years we've been blessed to have a lot of great talent and a lot of depth through the club. So we knew that this year was going to be a challenging one. I'd looked at the fixture for the first 3 games and I thought, well, if we can win 2 of those, we'll be doing okay. And we did that. We're not as strong as we'd like to be, and we had 14 senior players unavailable on the weekend. So we're fighting for our spot like we always do, but we certainly don't take a spot in the finals for granted.
Jim, overall, when you again reflect back over those 22 seasons, and now in your as an overview, I think one of the key factors associated with Geelong Cricket Association's success has been the junior development, and East Belmont, as a cricket club, as an example, has certainly been to the forefront of junior development as a key to success.
Oh, definitely. We place a lot of importance in our junior program, as I'm sure all clubs do. You know, guys like Andrew Bars and Sam Scannell and Mark Hanley, who are currently the younger generation coming through our first 11. Even Tom Stewart, who made his debut last week in the first, he's a product of our juniors. So, yeah, we place great importance in our junior program.
You just mentioned Mark Hanley, Jim, an amazing story to come out of last weekend about him. Obviously, hurt his hand or his finger wicket keeping, something that a role that he's filled for many years now for East Belmont, but took a painkiller, was back out there and did a fantastic job beyond the stumps. That's got to be one of the gutsier performances that you've ever seen. Oh,
definitely. Yeah, as soon as I heard what had happened, I knew Mark wouldn't bat an eyelid. I knew he'd fight through the pain because that's the sort of player he is, and I'm sure it was sore after the day's play, but he put up with it, and yeah, he wouldn't shirk it.
And at the present time, East Belmont travelling along well, and it's great to see Grant Dew. Well, we use it friendly. The old man of Geelong cricket, he's like the perennial old good red. He's getting better with age, and this season, he played last season in twos. This season, he's already come out. He's made 100. He's picking up wickets, still bowling with that hat on, but still doing a great job.
Oh yeah, Dewey's. I think he turns 40 in January this year. So for a guy of that age to be still battling away with the best of them, it's a credit to him. He's so enthusiastic and vibrant around the place. It's hard for that not to rub off on the rest of us too.
Got to ask you, Jimmy, because I read that last name Timberlake a few times when you're playing. Do the references, obviously for the Gen Y at least, come up about Justin Timberlake, the singer? Because every time I read it, I know, being a little bit of, I'd say a top 40 sort of music taste guy, I know a little bit about Justin Timberlake as well. Do you cop a bit of that from the boys?
Not so much from the boys anymore. When the Justin Timberlake name first came to prominence, it came up a little bit, but the guys are sort of past that now. But it still happens every now and again. You might make a phone call to someone or make a booking, and they don't always believe that it's really Timberlake.
And Jay Timberlake for that matter as well. And just remember, Justin Timberlake, we had Jay Timberlake in Geelong before you arrived on the scene. We're going to take a break on the Geelong Cricket Show. Congratulations, while we talk about juniors, to Nathan Fry from the under-17s at East Belmont. He made his maiden century, 108, against Marshall last Saturday, when East Belmont under-17 scored 6 for 399 off 49 overs, and the reason they declared they'd run out of space on the scorebook. Congratulations to Nathan Fry as we go to a break and be back with more after this.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong.